Hello, my name is Mike Robin, and I'm a member of the Aware and Active Citizens of Merrill, also known as the AAC. We are an organization that tries to facilitate dialogue and education and engagement with the public on community topics. At the suggestion of Mayor Steve Haas, and together with the T.B. Scott Free Library and Merrill Community Media, the AAC would like to invite you to listen to voluntary candidate interviews for those individuals running for aldermanic positions in Merrill's 8 districts. All candidates, whether running unopposed or in contested races, were encouraged to participate. The one-on-one interviews will be conducted in an informal setting, and I will be the interviewer. Thanks for listening. Well, today we have Andrew Caylor with us today. Andrew is a candidate for the 1st District, the aldermanic position that we'll be having an election for on April 2nd here in the city of Merrill. And Andrew's in to talk a little bit about his background and issues that he would like the voters of the 1st District to know about, that he's concerned with. So, Andrew, I'll just kind of open this up, and thank you for coming in today. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, thanks for having me, Mike.
Yep.
I'm 31 years old, born and raised in Merrill, been here all my life. I'm a homeowner. I went to North Central Technical College and got my associate's degree in computer science. Been in the IT field for over 10 years now. So with that, my current position is with the Merrill Area Public Schools as the systems administrator and head of the technology department. I also am active in the community. I'm part of the local Merrill Freemasons Lodge, the Lions Club, and the Merrill Eagles.
Okay, well, good. I know a little bit about we're able to take advantage and being helped with this process today with the Merrill Community Media, also I think formerly known as MP3, Merrill Productions or whatever. And so you're well versed with this, because I understood in your earlier student days you actually participated in this, and it kind of piqued your interest to go into technology.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons that I'm running is between having family in city government and local government, and then working for Merrill Community Media. Back in the day, I got to record meetings and watch meetings and stuff, so I got to see the process and want to get involved and be a part of it.
Okay. And that kind of segues into kind of my second question, and maybe you'll just kind of elaborate on that. But do you feel you've got some maybe special qualifications that make being an alderman very possible, and the qualifications for this job? What might some of those things be on it, Andrew?
Yeah, so like I said, pretty much most of my life, I've been, seen city government, seen the process, see how it works. So I was able to, I have that background of knowing how things work and wanting to, help contribute to them. With my current position, I do a lot of budgetary stuff, managing, the school is funded by tax money, just like the city is. So, I gotta watch the bottom line and make sure that, we're using the money wisely and stuff. So I think with those background items and stuff, I'd be a very good candidate.
So having that, again, kind of going into that, as you look forward, and the city looking forward, what do you think are some of the challenges, maybe as you're looking at this and not being a part of it yet, but looking forward, what are the challenges you think someone in an alderman's position has to look at in the Merrill, going for Merrill?
Yeah, so I think some of the, big issues and stuff for the city, is bringing in new people and also retaining our current employees and community members. You want to keep them living here. A lot of time high schoolers, they graduate and they move away and they don't come back.
Yep.
And so you want to try and have the services and area growth so that you keep those and try and bring in new members as well. Another for the last 20 years or so, we've been our population has been declining, and so I think that's a real big thing to keep looking at. Another challenge, is our high tax rates. We need to try and look at those, try and bring those down. With that, the high tax rate is from high spending. Our past leaders in the city and stuff, they spent a lot of money. Our borrowing power is not where it should be for a city our size. So that's things that we need to look at. Combining services with the county, the school, other community organizations to help mitigate our spending and help bring our tax levy down.
Kind of finding that balance that I think a city, what we need, the balance of being able to provide the good services that I think our city employees do, but also understand we've got limited resources, meaning we don't have money tree, we have taxpayer money, and how do you balance that and prioritize that? I think that's
exactly.
I think that's facing us.
Yep, I say our citizens, they want all the services and they expect to have those high quality services and expectations, and the cost of living and cost of everything's gone up. So it's, if we don't spend the money wisely, raising taxes is the only way for us to keep those services going.
Right. And I also agree with you. They talk about the brain drain and people leaving. That idea that you had of how do we continue not only to attract new but retain what we have. Mm-hmm. And that's not only youth, but it can be just keeping our retired people able to live here, and they can give back. They've already given back a lot, but how do you keep that balance or difficulty are things that we need to do. First District, far east side of Merrill, mm-hmm. Probably going all the way out to the bypass area. Yep. A fast-growing area. Specific areas in that district, Andrew, that you think you need to address or look at, or you're concerned about how do I really focus on this first district? Yeah,
I know, the first district, is a really nice neighborhood. We've got a good mix. We've got schools, government buildings, businesses, housing. We've got all that going on. But I think one of the big ones, and it's not particular to the first district, but housing and affordable housing besides that. So I'm very happy over on the far east side there on Johnson Street. I think there's 4, 5, 6 new houses going up there, so I'm glad to see that. So definitely, housing and affordable housing.
It's nice to see. We've seen some in the city in different areas. We've seen a lot of apartment buildings going up, mm-hmm. and that's a form of housing that we need. But I am also aware on that Johnson Street, single-family housing is also it's a nice mix to have, and it's good to see that. And I think that's growing. As you see that district expand, you've got some big commercial properties also out there where they're going, and keeping that mixture happy is important. You've also got the school district, and we know that there's talk and even going to be a referendum upcoming on the school district on what to do with buildings and repair and maybe expansion or contraction or whatever. And so you've got that in the middle of your district also.
Absolutely. Yep.
So those are all important things. Anything else?
No, I otherwise, I think First District, is got a good mix of everything and stuff. So,
Andrew, if there was one area, let's say, okay, it's a 2-year term, one area that you really like to kind of feel good about 2 years from now, if you were elected, that you really focused on, what would that one item be within the city governance?
You know, that would probably be, you know, I talked about, you know, the tax levy and stuff before, but you know, the shared resources. You know, we've got, you know, Lincoln County, the school district, the city. You know, there's a lot of services and stuff that are redundant.
Yep.
Between them, and you know, if we would be able to share those resources to help lessen the burden on the taxpayers, so that, you know, we can save money.
Shared services is a solution that a lot of communities are looking at to try to be more efficient with the tax dollar going forward.
Yep.
Are there any areas, I know you're not on the city council yet, but any particular areas? I'm just going to throw out some committees. There's the Public Works Committee, there's the Personnel and Finance, there's the Marketing Committee, there's Health and Safety. Any particular area that, if you had a choice, I'd really like to get into that?
I really don't. You know, I've, like I said before, you know, I've recorded and been to pretty much every city meeting that the city has, and I think I could help in any one of them. So, you know, wherever I end up landing, I think I do an excellent job.
I think technology, what I see, the new city Marketing and Communication Committee, and the advent and what technology can bring into that. I mean, we're in this digital world or whatever. I imagine that'd be some expertise that you have, because that's what you do in your day job or whatever. How can the city leverage more and more of technology to market itself going forward? It's probably an important thing.
Even you know, for marketing, or, you know, even some of the other services, you know, online bill paying and different things, which I know the city's, you know, come a long way since it's where it's been, you know, even 5 years ago. But, you know, leveraging technology in that way to help out, so you don't have to process checks and all that kind of stuff. So
it's a world we're going into, and it's more and more young people, more of our young citizens are taking advantage of communication platforms and social media or whatever. So it's a skill that you've got because of your day job and your interest or whatever. So it should be interesting. Well, Andrew, thank you for coming in today. Appreciate you sharing some of your thoughts and some of the background. And good luck to you in this first district race in the city of Merrill. That election will be on April 2nd.
Thank you.